From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN Noon News.
Good afternoon and welcome to your MTN Noon News for this Monday. I'm Charlie Klepps. Let's get right to our top story. We begin in Gallatin County. Police made an arrest in a Montana cold case Friday, one that's haunted one family for years. 25-year-old Austin Klaus, a recent Montana State University grad, is now accused of killing Stephen Kilwine. Kilwine, a father of 5, was found dead in his home back in June of 2021, and the case had gone unsolved until now. Investigators say cell phone records and DNA evidence connected Klaus to the crime. The original coroner's report named electrocution as Kilwine's cause of death, but further investigation revealed multiple chop-type injuries. Kilwine's children say they're grateful for the relentless work of law enforcement to bring them closer to justice. Klaus is being held on a $1 million bond. The arrest of Austin Klaus is sending shockwaves through the Bozeman community. MTN's Isha Walia has reaction to the arrest from Steve Kilwine's family.
I was overwhelmed with emotions. I was shaking, I was crying, I was smiling. I couldn't even describe how you feel when you hear those words.
Kilwine's family has waited more than 4 years for an arrest. Last year, MTN aired a special on Stephen's death.
My father was murdered in this house about 11 o'clock Sunday morning. Nobody saw anything. There were no witnesses.
I spoke with Kilwine's children after the arrest was announced. They tell me they're grateful for law enforcement's perseverance in finding a resolution to the cold case. Still, they are concerned that Klaus walked free in Bozeman all this time.
He was there living his life. I mean, he got to have 5 more birthdays that we didn't have with our dad. He had 4 more Christmases, countless things, family dinners. And he just got to go on living his life.
The family says an especially alarming component of this case has been the lack of public knowledge, making it difficult to get help from the community.
A lot of people have never heard of this. People on the street who were, a couple of houses down have never heard of this.
Yeah.
And nobody seems to have known it happened, and we really didn't know how to even get that word out.
One of the neighbors who had never heard of this case before, Treasurer Mokai, who found out about the murder for the first time today while speaking with us.
Honestly, so surprised because I've lived here for, like I said, 4 years, and it's been a really quiet neighborhood. And to think something like that happened over there, it's kind of insane.
Now, more waiting for the family as the case against Klaus moves through the justice system.
All this time that we're missing out with him that we could have had, I mean, there's nothing that can substitute that except the closest we can get is justice for my dad.
My hope moving forward is that justice is served. And if the suspect that has been arrested is guilty, that he serves the full punishment that is allowed by the law and issued to him by the court.
In Bozeman, Isha Walia, MTN News.
It's pretty quiet around the region right now. Some of us seeing our fair share of sunshine. We are seeing a few clouds out there. There's a great shot there from Missoula, some puffy white clouds out there. Miles City looking beautiful right now. Lots of sunshine, looking pretty good in Billings as well. But we've got some changes in the forecast. So we do have a cold front making its way toward the area. Temperatures across the region, we've got 80s and 90s. Looking at highs today in the 90s. Some areas across the eastern plains, maybe even some spots in northern Wyoming. A chance to get into the triple digits. And with that instability, you can see nothing going on right now, but as we get into the heat of the afternoon, into the evening, maybe some severe weather. We'll talk about that with the main forecast coming up.
Now time for today's leading look as we follow some of the other stories making headlines. In Powell County, the Garnet and Green Mountain Fire are both burning near Ovando. The Garnet Fire, as last updated by the DNRC, has spread to more than 100 acres with 0% containment. The Green Mountain is smaller at nearly 20 acres in size with 20% containment. Now boaters on Placid Lake are urged to maintain a safe distance, allowing scooper planes to operate without interference. There are no evacuations at this time. However, road closures are in place for the Garnet Fire, affecting some BLM roads in the area. Montana will receive $2.5 million as part of a national settlement with 8 drug makers over their role in the opioid epidemic. As part of the settlement, 7 of the companies are banned from marketing opioids and making products with more than 40 milligrams of oxycodone. They're also required to monitor and report any suspicious orders. The Attorney General's office says Montana will use the funds for addiction treatment programs, overdose reversal drugs for first responders, and to support drug treatment courts. Saturday marked a day of remembrance here in Yellowstone County. The community got a chance to pay their respects to longtime Yellowstone County Commissioner John Osland. 73-year-old Osland was a well-known figure in Montana politics and was one of the longest-serving county commissioners in Yellowstone County. As we've reported, he was killed in a single-engine plane crash south of Billings on June 19th. A preliminary report from the Federal Aviation Administration says the plane struck power lines seconds before it crashed and burned into flames. Our Matt Carmack was there as hundreds gathered to honor this man who left a mark on the community.
I thought it was a wonderful tribute to a great American and a great man.
It was so special to have all these people here supporting his family.
John Osland, a Yellowstone County Commissioner, proud American, husband, father, and grandpa.
He loved his country, he loved Yellowstone County, and he loved his family.
From those who had only had a few conversations with him to his dearest friends and family, they all say that John Osland's legacy will never be forgotten.
John Osland, a great American. Thank you everybody for coming today and celebrating his life with me.
Osland's 73 years of life was celebrated on Saturday at Metro Park.
You likely know that he loved his family fiercely, but I'm not sure you understand the depths of his love for us, his daughters.
He loved everyone. He loved his nieces and his nephews. And, he was a lot of fun.
Amongst the crowd was Osland's niece, Nadine Juntanen. She tells me that he was the best uncle anyone could ask for.
We just always got together as families for Thanksgiving, Christmas, Mother's Day, because Grandma was a single mom, so she just had her kids. So every holiday event was just really special.
And while County Commissioner Mike Waters only served with Osland for less than a year, Mike said he misses him greatly.
If you got a chance to know John Osland, all that was said today in the service just rang so true with me as well.
Both Nadine and Commissioner Waters say the dog-loving, tractor-riding, cowboy hat-wearing man will be remembered for his friendliness, compassion, and love for Yellowstone County.
He just was super special.
I'll miss him, but I know he would want us to carry on the good work.
In Billings, Matt Carmack, MTN News.
Over the weekend, hundreds joined together in the small community of Rockvale. It's all in honor of 20-year-old Ran Carlson, who lost his life to a wrong-way driver on Highway 310 last Sunday night. Ran Carlson worked at the Quick Stop Drive-In, leaving many families, friends, and even strangers heartbroken. Our Hannah Pettiferi was there this Sunday as they united to remember a life lost too soon.
He just had a really good head on his shoulders.
The last week at the Quick Stop Drive-In, quiet.
For the first few days, it was weird. It was quiet here.
That's because a big part of the business is missing. 20-year-old Ran Carlson, who was an employee at the eatery, died in a car crash on July 6th.
He was just a good example of just a wonderful human being.
But Sunday, the parking lot filled with all those he touched.
It's just amazing to see all these people just show up to support the family.
Hundreds of people joining in his honor.
So many people love the family. It's a testament of how good of a person Rand was. You know, how many people's in 20 years, how many lives he touched.
Rand's friend Sawyer, thankful to be a part of such a loving community.
I don't know that half these people knew Rand, but it gives me a little faith in our little community and morally.
Hal Ward, owner of the drive-in, says all of Rand's co-workers stepped up to make it happen.
So they're all working for free today, and all their wages are going to the Carlson family, and then every dollar we make all day in tips, and we're getting lots of donations, is going to go to the family.
The day filled with tears, hugs, and smiles, and Ran's sister Avery remembering him.
He was the most loving, wore his heart on his sleeve, like deep loving person.
Grateful to be a sister.
He always made everybody feel included and loved and accepted, and just made everybody laugh and smile.
And knowing he is at peace.
Throughout this whole process, the way that he's intertwining everything of this whole situation is God's work, and I know that my brother is at peace with him up there, and I think that's given us all so much comfort, knowing that he's with him.
Avery says she believes God is a part of the process.
I know that Ran's safe with him, and he wants us to know that he's safe with him.
In Rockvale, Hannah Pettiferry, MTN News.
29-year-old Rachel McKelleran is behind bars for her alleged role in the death of Carlson. She is facing a charge of negligent homicide.